Let's stand up and start. Today, our meeting, we are going to start it, and the fellowship order goes as follows. Juliet will say for us the Rotary grace. Taban will say for us the loyal toast. Christine will say for us the four-way test. Innocent will say for us the object of Rotary. Final, Jamal will say for us the final toast. Let us stand up and start our fellowship. Thank you. Thank you so much, Juliet. May you take us through the Rotary grace.
Thank you so much. Call me Juliet. I'm the one who is going to lead the Rotary grace. For what we have received and what we are about to receive, may we be truly thankful and ever mindful of the need of the less privileged.
Amen. Thank you, Juliet. Let's go to the loyal toast said by Taban.
Okay. The loyal toast goes like that. The eyes and try to get for me that mirror. You have the oh, sorry. Just the light. Okay. To His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda.
To His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Taban. Let's go to the four-way test. The four-way test of the things we think, say, and do. 1, is it the truth? 2, is it fair to all concerned? 3, will it build goodwill and better friendship? 4, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you so much. Let's go to the object of Rotary, which will be said by Innocent.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, the President. I'm going to take you through the object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as a basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular, to encourage and foster first, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Second, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Third, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's take our seat. Yes, thank you so much, my members and members online. Today, our agenda, we have done the first agenda. We are now going and getting updates on the projects. Programs update. We are starting with the MPI. MPI project has ended, it has come to an end, but we are still finalizing on the report writing. With God's mercy, by the end of this week, we shall do the final report and send it to the MPI. Let's go to P2P programs. We start with the Machangana. Machangana malaria program is ongoing well, though we have reached to our target. Most of the populations are being tested. Now, we are now doing test and treat for those ones who feel sick and come and get treatment. It's ongoing well. At the WASH program in Machangana, that is construction of the latrines, at least it has pushed up to 45 latrines have been constructed. Last week it was 42, but this week it has pushed to 45. Otto Zaitun says they have some challenges. She is going to give us the challenges that they face with the construction of the latrines. Otto Zaitun, you're most welcome. To do the manager latrine that we to the challenge.
The firm, someone vote to Zaituni.
Thank you. I'm called Otto Zaitun, the chairperson for Matangana Women Group.
Ijo matuda mani ndala challenge ro kore dila tuntidae.
What we have seen as a challenge in Matangana is that problem of the latrine.
The latrine da du ba akoda gapi mini da ki ba mini mingi.
Those guys, the youth who extract the pit, charge them a lot.
Mini fitelo de gal fumuti. Boy, the tafit kile kaliri filaga dal futuriri.
So they charge 1 feet for 10,000. And now if you need like 20 feet, they will charge you 200.
Yare di docha minita lejo koda batujo ale la wiki felo da mi pedel futumtu.
Now for you, like for covering the pit, they use the coconut tree, which is being splitted. One piece is sold 10,000.
Aya koda fetose uri baba ni kesiga adi mingirai kisende lusingo na adijon datoskera.
So it is now a challenge for the community, and since getting money is also very hard, and they don't know how to get the money, and it's also expensive, so it has created fear in the community members who really wanted to have a latrine.
Ba lolo idito suda jola bede bagala tuni idito senda mingi imusuli ngaya.
Now, if you tell people to at least to dig the latrine pit, now they ask you, where will I get this money, which is a lot.
Musu to si challenge mingi de latunu rubagada.
This is the challenge that we have got through digging the latrine.
Femina wadifo amusu aiko yitika.
We have appreciated you. We have thanked you because we are very happy. We have benefited in the water.
As in still musu dida chandazi ye ni la koma di ye bilo ni ngado koko.
Now we don't move far to collect water. We just fetch water within.
Bo ma vidi you refilter ga ma va mvula filter ga rake ma va ki vomati di ye lar kinvu.
They also get water from the borehole and pour it in the filter. They now bring clean, safe water from the filtered water.
Bo ma va wode da irwa malara de maruba ma virusu ma dilicho ga koko.
When we are sick and our children are sick with the malaria, we get treatment within. We don't move very far.
Feto simina wadifo ikurutuva sa maritu wadingari kitigara.
We are very, very happy and we have really thanked you.
Amudo se chala utogoro la luijo jidi la tundira gara.
Our sadness and happiness just comes out of the laughing problems.
Our defer.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Otto Zaitun, to have given your challenges, and for sure, these are challenges faced by Matangana members. Digging of the latrine is a challenge to them. Then maybe we shall jointly find the reactions and react on that, and also get ideas on how we can move on that. Now, before we react on that, let's move to Ramadha. Ramadha Bisbika has really made us very happy. Ramadha has moved up to 40 latrines this week. They had 47 latrines. They are only remaining with the 7 latrines now. Maybe by the end of this month, with the dry season, they are going to move faster. And as I had said last Wednesday, by beginning of November, we shall move at least start drilling their water borehole, which they will also get clean water very soon. That is about Ramadha. about the project assignment that was given to me to the water office. I personally had a discussion with the water officer and also the assistant water officer. The volunteer letter recommendation, I have already submitted it to the office of the water officer, and the water officer is actually, he said he is going on leave. I think he is also leaving today on leave, but he is going to assign assignments, delegations, fully delegate his follower, the water assistant officer. For glorious information, the roles that were given to the water department, the water officer said those roles are good. What they were thinking that it has to be separated was role number 2, which was something to do with the community support, which they think it will be for the community, but they also came to realize since they work together with the community, there's no problem, they can still do that role together. And then for the budgeting, he said we have to give him time to make that budget. The budget will also depend on the number of the boreholes. And they asked me whether we are going to do deep borehole drilling. And if it is a Musuzu well, it means it is a shallow well, which is really not encouraged by the government of Uganda. And as the water office cannot support Musuzu drilling, which is a shallow well. They don't support shallow well because shallow well has is easily contaminated, like during dry season, because it's just superficial here, it can easily be contaminated, and it means people will be drinking a lot of contaminated water, which will bring again for them diarrhea. So they don't encourage that. Usually partners who want to drill shallow well, they don't support them, but they just tell them it's okay, you can do it, but they don't support it as the office of the local government. So it depends on us whether we are going to do a shallow well, which is Musuzu drilling, or we are going to do deep borehole drilling. They really actually wanted to know about that. That is what he said. But the rest of the roles, it's okay. If we are doing drilling borehole, they can fully support it, and they will, those roles they will implement. And if there are still other roles which are missing, they are going to work on it and put it. This is what he said. I was also called for a training, one-day training, as the president of the Rotary Club, since we work with the community as the champion of immunization. The reason of calling the president of Rotary Club is that since we work with the community, each time we go for community activities, we'll be helping the community, give them information about immunization of their children. That's why they said the Rotary Club of Yumbe has to be champion in immunization. Thank you so much. These are a few points that have come out of our meeting today. Reactions. Okay, TJ, I think the director will give us, Innocent will give us information about TJ. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the president, for giving the Rotarians who spared their time to attend this Yumbe Rotary Club meeting. Still, I was asking the president about TG project so far, since they went and tested and treated the communities within the TG. I just needed to know the feedback. How is the situation now? Is the treatment and test going on by the VHTs within TG community? And unfortunately today, Nafis is not with us. Actually, we will ask her to tell us the situation of TG. And as last time we shared about the biggest challenge of TG, about the drilling of the well, since the area, the land surface of TG community is rocky. So I think last time an email was shared by Chris. If it would be possible, either I and the Nafis, we could try to look and get a machine that could detect the water and maybe the rocks, so that it will be easy for the Muzuzu drillers to go and spot direct the water level, which will be easier. Because when I looked in this upcoming project, which will be supported by Rotary, where one of the village is also spotted, that is Kenda, next to TG village. So that means the same challenge would also be realized in Kenta, in drilling some of those three, I think 3 or 4 wells there in Kenta. So on my side, I try to look around to see if there is possibility of getting this machine that detects the water and maybe the presence of the rocky. But still, I'm still looking around and see how I can be able to get someone who knows that machine. But otherwise, the time when the Rotary Club went to TG, the situation there with the malaria test is going on. And what I just need to know, maybe President, you might come across it, because the issue of distribution of net has been sinking here and there. So I just need to know, when is it possible for the government to distribute the nets, so that we see some, especially the project of malaria, where we can easily be able to realize the impact of malaria. And then and also to come to the Utu Zaitun's challenge of digging the pits, where it has become very expensive for them, because each feet they charge it a lot. And I just need to know if there is that possibility of maybe, instead of those coconut trees to be put on top of the pits, that could even take longer, because we had faced this challenge in one of the village where we constructed the latrines, that is Achiva. That was the major problem. We were delayed because of the coconut trees that could be used to cover the latrines. But later we shared the idea, and then another good system came in to provide the plate covers. So within, I think, short time, the plate covers were made, and then the latrines were constructed. So I'm looking at the coconut, it might even delay the project of Machangana longer. Yet this project is supposed to end on December. Maybe even not on December, by November, end of November. Then we are supposed to follow up and then get the feedback, and then the project is to end on December. So I think there is need to share these challenges and see how possible we can be able to overcome this challenge to complete the latrine, because the only project that remains is now latrine latrine construction. So I just need to know how many latrines we are budgeted for, and how many have we so far done, and how many are remaining. Thank you. I think you can translate this to Otto to tell us. Then we can.
Yes, thank you so much, Zaitun. Director Zimekine, Choroni Andra Imitri Miler Kisia. Yala Choroni Gabor Kisia. Okay, Zaitun said they had requested for 140 latrines. They have already constructed 45. It means 95 are remaining to be constructed still. Good. Thank you so much, Innocent. There were questions that you asked about TG. Yeah, TG, when you take about the malaria project is ongoing. Nets were distributed. With the nets, we followed up with the testing and treating, which actually good number of communities turned up for testing and treating. And now, up to now, they're still ongoing one by one. For those ones who feel sick, they come and test themselves. The drugs are still there. And water filter was also distributed to TG. Actually, that is what is supporting them now as per collecting water, whether from the stream, whether from where, to help them get clean water through the water filters. And then the WASI program, which is still intact, the output is not yet there yet. We have not drilled water there, but though it was attempted, drilling was attempted and it did not work. And secondly, latrines, pits were dug, that water filled it up, and no one also minded at least to construct one, not yet. Though they asked for time up to dry season, which is November and December. So we are still giving them that grace period to do those projects. I'm sure with the dry season, if they are willing, they will be doing it faster and it will work with our support. Advice for Otto Zaitun is that, yes, if people within the community, they're seeing it that they get money from the community members. Otto Zaitun, it will be good for you if you also try to seek for laborers from the neighboring villages. There are some people also in the neighboring villages who can dig the latrines at least at a fair price, 7,000 per feet or 5,000 per feet, which at least you will be able to support that.
So something to add on it.
Yes. And then for the coconut trees, and that is a very strong tree to cover up the what? To cover up the pits. Actually, this pit covering came out as the platforms were made to cover within the house. The house can be done like that. But there are some people who said, no, I don't want to like it to be inside the house, but I want my latrine to be outside the house. So you construct the house outside, and then you make your pit outside, and then you connect the products to come outside, and then the pit is longer. So whereby the platform cannot support that. And then they end up connecting it with the what? With the coconut trees. Yeah. But not everyone is connecting with the coconut tree. Is it okay? Ba pirela churuni tupe itu weke ba ifedasi. Ifila churon ki piranve. Aki si piranve. Okay, Sumbua, do you have something to add? Yes, yes. Yes, Sumbua, the people would like to add something.
I just want to comment on the number of latrines. Uta had already said that it is 140, but the one in the budget is 112 latrines. And I was told that among those around 45 are already there, and others, they are still working on them. So this is what I can tell. And to talk about the challenges, those are usual things. Because when we also talked about Maram, they were saying it is expensive to get. When you are provided something, you have to get the other one. They cannot say like that. They are going to do them. According to what I've seen, it was only a rain problem which disturbed them. I think they are going to work on them well. Thank you.
Yeah, we shall also support her at least by sending some people. There are people who are looking around work to do. We shall direct them to Utu. Utu will send them to their villages at least to dig for them the pits at least a cheaper price. Okay, more reactions? The table is open for everyone.
Madam
Yes,
President,
Chris?
yes,
Yes.
this is Chris. Um,
Yes.
um, the cost of the deep well is at least 4 times the cost of the shallow well. And one problem I understand that exists is women have to walk to the well, they have to wait for the pumping, and then they have to carry their water back from the well. If we put in fewer wells, because we've got the same amount of money, whether it's for deep wells or shallow wells, if we only put in 1/4 of the wells, then the distance to the well will probably be great. And we're wondering what your wish is. Do you want to put in fewer wells, 10 wells, or do you want to put in 40 wells? The Mizusu well we can put in, as you know, at no more than $1,500, and the drilled well costs over $6,000. So the question is, do you want fewer wells, but the ones that the government recommends but only provides 20 a year for the whole district of Yumbe? Or do you want at least 4 times that number of wells, Mizusu wells? And just one little thing is the Mizusu well. Number one, we're going to be able to test the water for water quality. Then you put the cover on it so there's no seepage and leakage into the well. The only way that the well can get contaminated, as far as I know, is from groundwater flowing underneath. And my professor at Johns Hopkins said it didn't go further than 8 meters. So if you're putting in a distance between the wells and the latrines, there should not be contamination. The wells should be safe wells. I know what the government thinks. However, I think this is reality. So that's one thing. What do you want to do with the wells? Do you want to stop doing Mizusu and do just pay for a big truck to come in and do fewer wells in fewer villages, or do you want to do more wells? That's question one for you. And with the equipment to diagnose whether there's water close under the soil, I've sent you in chat and by email the contact of the person in Zambia who has that equipment and the training program. So one thing is to ask him how much it would cost to get it from Zambia. The other is to ask what is some similar equipment that you can buy in Uganda. So I've sent you the contact information for Rick Hanen at Jacana Help, who sells that equipment. As far as the latrines go, the main thing is to bury the feces. The feces is not washing with the rain when people do it on top of the ground and it rains and it carries that contamination to your wells, to your house, etc. So the number one requirement is that it goes underground. As to more expensive payments for latrines, I think the amount of money that I budgeted for Machangana is basically 4 times the amount of money we budgeted for TG. And I know that normally the government just says everybody must build their own latrine, and the government doesn't give you any money to help build your latrine. So we're doing something unusual. We're not only saying everyone must build a latrine, but we're even giving money to help build the latrine. And do you think we need to give more money to the few people who are building the latrines, or what do you want to do? So that's about the wells, about the latrines, and about the equipment to diagnose the water level. Questions for you?
Yes, thank you so much, Chris. According to us, Chris Jo, yi chuma dinga Google motokar sedeke idrimudie odritano kelaya auto mudie community nilo ifialo. Lakini dredru musuzu otu ki dia ziara itula da rodri da dialo ukudi ke peri mu yelo da be ki sa du yida ba benga gale mi to musalo mi akosalo isala druiri ituli gada redra ke vabo ineko mi to vamo abutigal lakini dredru musuzu wele dila dachi ba la lamu dakika were me abeyibo dakika were yila du licho gada vachi ado se zinga putu gasi ala se adru do izo dandrengoni ale musuzu awala ale chuma alo dai amade amalere toingoi. Yes. Now we are saying we need the musuzu, we need the water accessible for the women and for the village members in the village. And that one we shall also explain it to the water office. And actually they had also said before, with the musuzu in the deepest village, we can move and dig it in the village. Because in the village, homes are sparse. They are not so close. Latrines are also not close. So the safety of the water in the far villages is also better. And also with our testing kit for quality of water, I think it will work. And if we explain to them about testing of quality of water, at least they will harmonize that. This is something which maybe they also do not have it in Yumbe yet. With what? Yeah, I got your email talking about the machine that will detect water underground. Yeah, I saw that man communicating with you. I did not react on it yet. I'm yet waiting because there's a question he also asked there. He said, if someone is to go to Zambia because they are doing this training, the cost they will not cover plus what? Plus accommodation and transport. That is the explanation which he gave there. I'm yet waiting for that reaction also from you to see how it is going to be harmonized. But I'm aware of the information that you sent for me on email, which is a very good idea. Thank you so much for supporting us. For the latrine, Uto, Chris Jo, government Uganda did have a feminist send the P in Choroni Gajoko. Oye driva soroni gako kiva mukimi indriki dura kimi ya ugura. Kivo jame betaka. Leki ga soroni. Lakini iru di indru sende ya femini rami azakojo community bani. Donc amini kuba community ke ba azakojo ya fe sende di ra ki supportizo. Oh, government idiriga ata mi indri dura ami ya ugura. Lakini yu java ya fe va sende mi azakojo. Le dosi akota mi da achiri indrita gamende ni mu doda iya. Ute di doda iya le dosi music dira akota midri da mi ba kuda iba dosi ifila iba domini azidi ki boy ba le dosi bangazi tani choron ki ba ini ku choron ki mini ikosi ka mazani ba iju di jori doti so le agovule le baba ande ki gako you chova ga send e fe iju di ki azako jo pere la ko iju di jori ava ga hakiba divaga de jongba mbarijo o ama communities le baisi akoda kidigako akofa amani where body afesigabo ajudidi awadi for amudo azida kindutu o idriva miga jo is the idriva mu idize anve uzoko lava mu idiuji amini iniku ayane lava femini mi fa still mu sende nasi irwa ki bato suga ingod sende la mumingi lakini tri sende da izara idisi muchoron da si mutu muzeze anveku mimi izada kize bugo ayani la mini aduklo sende tamini mini jomini azaza ile beza kuda midova shodo mi akota ngbada ki de you the doju the juri ba our the four. Yeah, I was translating what you talked about the latrine construction, and they are all nodding their heads, and they said, actually, you have said the points. You have said points, and now everyone is getting it very well because you have given your support, and that money cost that you will take for buying drugs, you have taken it off. With that money, they will be doing better things for themselves. So why can't they take that money instead of going buying drugs and put it on that one of yours on latrine construction and make latrine construction perfect, and they reduce the what? They reduce the sickness for them and they become healthy. So they are really understanding it now. So we shall go back to the community and encourage them. Yes. Thank you so much.
And Gloria has raised her hand.
Yes, Gloria, you are most welcome.
Thank you, President, for the information you have given. First of all, I have been engaged in conversations with a district water officer on WhatsApp, on voice call, and via email. It seems he has not understood what we want of him. After going through the draft MOU, he shared with me a draft MOU of 2020-2021 with Rotary Club of Makindye, Rotary Club of Kelso, and Touch Africa now, where they did a borehole project. So I told him, I know all those procedures. And I was even the one who drafted part of that MOU, which Rotary Club of Makindye took over, because Arua and Touch Africa now disagreed on the principles of the MOU. But the MOU, which I have shared with you, is a template which has been adopted in 2023. So we cannot go back and use the template of 2020 and 2021. That is what I explained to him. Secondly, about the water sources, I requested that he should give us a hydrogeological map of Yumbe district so that we know what the water levels are like and at what level we can get water in various parts of Yumbe. But up to now, he has not shared with me that information. And I mentioned to him that we also needed a training budget for the water user committee. According to that request, there are going to be 37 Muzuzu wells located in those 12 villages. And there are going to be 575 latrines. That is what I'm seeing on that list that Rukia sent with me of the 12 villages. So those are 575 latrines and 37 Muzuzu wells. So I needed a training budget for the water user committee and also for the community on sanitation hygiene, because that's a mandate of the Directorate of Water Development, which is under Yumbe District local government. So when we explained this, he said, it's okay, but I'm very surprised now you are saying that he's going on leave. When are we going to get the training budget? Because we needed to incorporate it in the global grant application. And if he is saying that we are not going to do the Muzuzu wells, that means in principle, the local government has refused to accept the request and demands of the people. And yet it's a mandate. When you are doing a global grant like that, you need a line ministry to be the supervisor, to be monitoring. So if that is the attitude we are getting, I think we need to get involved. I would have loved to have the deputy cow, who is a Rotarian, to get involved in this discussion, because we are going to hit a dead end. If that means they are not going to sign the MOU. And if the water department or if Yumbe district local government does not sign the MOU as a cooperating partner, then we've hit a dead end. So that's really my concern. We tried to organize meetings with a water officer, but he has not turned up in the meetings. So I really don't know what his idea is like. And if he's promising, he's giving us information, but he's not giving, that is quite disappointing for me. Then I also wanted to hear from you if you have gone to the community to work on the MOU, the water sites. Maybe I missed the point, but I wanted to clarify if you have started collecting the MOU in those 12 villages with the communities where we're going to site the water.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gloria. On those questions, for sure, yesterday I was with the water officer. Bernard himself, he was there. And he told me he's going on leave. And as per this afternoon, I also communicated with the assistant water officer. He told me Bernard is leaving on leave today. Is going to leave him in charge. All this I discussed with him, all what you have said, I discussed with him yesterday. He said for the budget, he's going to make the budget. I think Bernard had also directed me to him that he is going to make the budget for the training of the water users and also for the hygiene and sanitation. He's going to make, the water assistant is going to make that budget. And this afternoon, I also called him. He said he's going to make the budget. Maybe the challenge is still going to be the Musuzu well. I will still have to go back and discuss this with him. Because the other time they told me, yes, they cannot drill, they no longer accept drilling of these boreholes within the town councils and the towns. But we can go as well as drilling the Musuzu wells, the shallow wells, in the far villages, this is what they said. And yesterday, the water officer also said the same. But I will have to go back to him. The assistant water officer is more flexible than the boss himself. So he's very understanding. I'll have to go back to him and we shall discuss that. I'm sure he's going to make this budget because the number of the boreholes are given, number of latrines is given. So making budget, I think, is going to be a challenge to them, to him, especially the assistant water officer. And he was positive about his roles. Then he said, if there are still others that he think they will be there, he is going to add and inform me about that. Going back to the community on the agreement, signing the memorandum of understanding between the community and the landlords, we have so far moved to 4 villages. And we are going to do the 5th one today, this morning, but today is also Elders Day. They were celebrating it in the village where we are going. And tomorrow we shall go to at least 2 of them. That will be Luzira and the Lanchwa villages. So at least tomorrow there will be 2. So we shall go to 6, it means we shall have it already. And then the rest will be within the town council. Others have promised by Friday, so we shall do that. Thank you so much. Hello? Okay. Hello?
Hello, it looks like you're doing excellent work in figuring out what to do about these many challenges. That's what life is about. Coming up with the best solution to challenges. So great work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, because we are supporting our community. It is our community. It's not no one else's community. So we shall continue to step on their doors until when they also get tired of us. Yeah.
They will never get tired of you.
Yes. Thank you, personal. I will follow that. Tomorrow I'll be at the office.
We're sorry it's so much work. You'd think it would be easier.
I'm dying for my community. When I die here, all of them will run. They will bring their contributions to support people at the funeral. That is the benefit I will get. This has clapped. Our day 4. Yeah. Ijo mezori ke merata. Ijo diki izeruku. Miki izeru adi ngakeba lakeba ngaku lakeba reda ko enredo de dararo de bloquerie roof sigalela ene miangu tur o senda la mine tizo de base ani ko de mi senda mi jaba kare mi senda kiza adi ijo community bani mani ko community busuke sai ko adreti ijo de ke gako community usu ko siko o bada ki road block da ba le da chi le ki ezitanga ezidi ki nga cho ko o jo Rotary clubs ya magadra ma community bane alezidi banga kirora ata ko zero tergade in transport roma se mo da udi masenda bana nje ma je bakari. Yeah.
So Madam President, if I may, you asked about the response to the man in Zambia, Rick Hanen, and I have forwarded my response, which is, although we could do this, rather than sending one of you to Zambia to get this training, I suggested we try the virtual training first. And the virtual training would be something like in the office with several of you, so you can all figure it out together. And when you have the machine, you can experiment with the machine as the man tells you how to do it. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't. If it doesn't work, then we can pay for a trip to Zambia. But why spend money going to Zambia if we can do it for free?
Good. It's okay. We can
Good.
do the online training, no problem.
Awadi full.
Our the farm, Bogo. Now with the tax relief, filters are resting in the women's houses, in the communities. Women already enjoying water from tax relief. So that is one of the happiness that women have really got. They are very happy for that. When you move to the houses, you get water in the buckets. People enjoying the filters. Thank you so much. And we're praying hard. We need this filter in every house in the next near future, very soon. Thank you for your support. And we really appreciate David also for that. Since he connected the filters, he has not shown online. I don't know where he is, but we are thankful for him. Yeah.
President, you should share videos of those homes where filters have been installed and we see how the water is being filtered.
Very good. Thank you so much. We shall do that.
So a question is whether you want training in Yumbe in how to make those thirst relief filters. If you do want that training, then contact the man who delivered the filters and ask him what would be necessary to buy 2 or 3 molds and get the training for a team in Yumbe to make the filters.
Okay, I'll discuss that with David Iga.
Good, thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's all I have. Just to say, we did receive another monetary contribution. So we have over half the money for the global grant in P2P. And the question is whether we will be able to run the global grant through Rotary and whether the districts will contribute or not. But we have at least half the money available already. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I have to leave. I have a meeting with Malaria Partners International, which is starting in 5 minutes. So let me log out.
Thank you so much, Gloria.
Yes. I hope that you can give me the contact of the Assistant District Water Officer so that I can start communicating with him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, thank you. I will do that.
Yeah. Bye, Melissa. Bye.
Bye, Gloria. Thank you for your service. You're doing great work.
Okay.
And I hope you have enough information for Malaria Partners.
Yes, I have. Today, our agenda is mostly NPU, so I have a lot of reports for them. Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Our default,
Our default, Saruba. I'll let me WhatsApp between you and me so that we link.
Amado on Zera.
Okay. Before I Yes, Chris. Today Helen is not there. She was there. She has not shown again. Is she online?
Helene was online and she left because she is no longer in Miami. She's in New York City and she's going out with friends to, I don't remember what she told me, a play or something. It's too early in the day for a play, but she said she was going out with friends. And I think Melissa wanted to say something.
Yes, Melissa is welcome. We missed her for some time.
Yes, good
Melissa,
morning. You know, listening to your challenges just makes
Yes.
me think of our wonderful ideal that is so difficult to accomplish, and that is
Yeah.
government by the people, for the people, and of the people. And you
Yeah.
are the people.
Yes, we are the people.
Yes. So your challenges are so understandable. My heart goes with you.
Yes, we
Yes.
know them. They always have their bureaucracies.
Yes, bureaucracy. Is that what you
Yes.
said, bureaucracy?
Yes.
Yeah.
The government becomes for the government.
Yes.
And then they go on leave.
They want to be respected, follow the app, and yet they're there for the community. They are there for the people. They want to manage the people, but we shall continue to step on their doors until they also get tired of us.
Yeah.
What do these women need? Let them go. Let's give them this chance. Let them go and do it.
I just encourage you to keep smiling and dancing and singing as much as you can.
Yeah.
So, awadifo ampogo.
Awadifo ampogo Melissa mini feka awadifo Melissa mino. Yes, my members are giving you thanks, appreciating you. We can't forget you. You are our partner. Very big partner in Rotary International, paying dues, supporting us. We can't forget you. Yeah. Send our regards to your members. We are happy for them. God bless them.
Yes, we had another member here this morning and she just had to leave. So we do understand. It is international.
Yes. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much, Melissa. Our meeting was 1 hour and 1 hour has really elapsed. We have appreciated everyone who has been online with us, supporting us, giving us courage, giving us ideas. We are very, very grateful for you people. You continue to remain our partners, our supporters. We really appreciate you and recognize you. God bless you people all. So therefore, we are going to stand up for our final toast and then we adjourn the meeting. We meet again next Wednesday at the same time. Thank you so much. Let's stand up and adjourn the meeting. Our meeting will be, final toast will be said by Jamal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President. With all the wonderful discussions, I give you Rotary International.
Rotary world over. Cheers. Thank you so much, everyone online. We have really admired you. We have appreciated you for your support. You are really our great partners. We continue to meet together again and again. Thank you. Therefore, meeting is adjourned.
Thank you so much, Madam President. It was an honor.
Thank you so much, Chris.
I will.
Bye.
We don't have
the-
anything we need to talk about, right?
Yeah, we shall. Maybe later.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right,
If there are times, I'll always inform you.
okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.